Welcome to our weekly wrap-up here at Lake Media. This week I have Deanna Wheeler here, our Lake Sun reporter, and we're going to talk about the Camdenton budget, which I understand has a bit of a shortfall to it.
Yeah, that's right. It's about a 10% cut that they made this year, mainly because last year they spent about $1 million making upgrades to the wastewater treatment plant. So this year they're cutting about 10%, and that's going to come through employee cuts mainly, and not that they're firing people, but they're not going to get, it's another year that they're not getting raises, which, you know, it's at least they're keeping their jobs. But the cuts to the employees are going to come through attrition rather than hiring. You know, say 5 people, part-time employees to maintain the city parks, they're only going to hire 2, for instance.
Now, there is some optimism, I guess, that they thought that maybe that this might not be a continuing trend as far as decreasing in money coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. City Administrator Brenda Coulter reported to the board that this past sales tax receipts came in higher than expected, which is really great news, but overall year to date it is still down. And so when they were approving the budget Tuesday night, rather than going through and reflecting those positive changes, they decided to stick with their 10% cut, with the fact knowing that they can always go in and increase the budget this next fiscal year rather than going in and making more cuts.
Now I imagine you'll be continuing us updated on that?
Yes, absolutely. So stay tuned for the Lake Sun for the actual full story with all of this information and with more stories to come on the Camdenton City budget.
We're here now with Charis Patires, who is the Vacation News Editor as well as the Lake Lifestyles Editor for us here at Lake Media. And Charis is going to give us an update on some of the things happening here at the Lake of the Ozarks this upcoming weekend.
Yeah,
and
going on.
A lot of stuff going on. It's going to be a hot weekend.
Yeah.
And as a result, dogs will be jumping in pools.
Yes,
or a
pretty
pool,
much.
I guess.
Yeah, just one pool, but it's a 3-day event. Canine Cannonball will be at Dog Days this weekend. It is actually one of my favorite events of the year. And, you know, you can kind of just come and go as you please. There's really no structure, but a lot of dogs are just jumping in a big pool they have out there outside to see who goes the longest. And you can still sign up if you want to compete, but it's a free event for spectators. So.
You have to have a dog, right? You can't just jump in.
Yes,
all right?
yeah. I think they have really strict rules,
Okay.
so yeah.
now there's food, drinks, and all that.
Yeah,
there
I mean
as well?
it's at Dog Days, so you can take part in whatever they offer there. But
It's pretty well attended.
yes.
And what is it for? What's it going for? What's the cause?
It's really just a dog performance sport. They have, I think, about 150 of these events all across the world, and
Oh, wow.
it's been down here for a couple of years at Dog Days, so
Very
it's
good.
just a really cool event. Go see.
And then there is something going on the Strip this weekend as well.
Yep, the second installment of Hot Summer Nights is going on Friday night. I think it starts around 6 o'clock. It's classic cars, motorcycles, trucks. It's just anyone can go. It's free to spectators and participants. And it's just these cars are lined up all down Bagnell Dam Boulevard. So
I've been to that, and that's fairly well attended as well.
It is.
So.
It is. As long as there's good weather.
And then the lake's open as well.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Well, great. It's going to be a great summer cup weekend,
yeah.
and so hopefully we'll see a whole bunch of people coming on down and
and
enjoying themselves.
all the information on both those events is on thelakeonline.com. So if you want more information on times and schedules, and just go check that out there.
We have a nice handy dandy calendar that we can
Yes,
see everything
that
that's
too.
going
There's
on.
a lot more going on. Yes.
That's great. Well, thanks. And now we'll give it to Rance Burger, who has some news on sports. Football's opening up. I know my son is out there in the hot sun practicing, and Rance has some more information on that.
John, thanks. High school football training camps are underway this week at both School of the Osage and at Camdenton. U.S. Army Ironman Award winner Cody Mayer among the 56 Osage Indians who turned out for the first day of camp as they get ready to head to Central Methodist University this weekend for team training. School of the Osage head coach Dan Henderson says this is the biggest turnout he's ever had for a June camp since he's been the coach of the Indians. They're very enthusiastic about last season's playoff appearance, as are the Camdenton Lakers. Michael Saltz and Murphy Ward among about 60 sophomores through seniors on hand for the first June training camp under newly promoted head coach Jeff Shore. The Lakers were state quarterfinal finalist this year. Shore was the defensive coordinator. Now he's the man in charge following the retirement of Bob Shore. Remember, high school football action on the turf is less than 3 months away. John, back to you.
Thanks, Rance. Well, that about does it for this week's wrap-up here at Lake Media. Hope everybody has a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.